If you're a longtime Predator fan, ladies and gentlemen, the franchise has never been this back more than ever with Predator Badlands, the newest installment in the franchise by Dan Trachtenberg. And ladies and guys, no words can describe the glory it's bringing back, its new concept, bold direction to this franchise, where it's going, following up from Prey and Killers of Killers this past June on Hulu. We've gotten a full theatrical release of a Predator film finally back on the big screen with Badlands. But we're going to be talking about this film on this channel. But if you're new, be sure to subscribe and leave a like for this video, as support as it really helps a lot. Let's dive more into this film. With that said, I've been a longtime Predator fan for years. Going to this movie, I was so excited to finally see this on the big screen. We never got to see, matter of fact, a Predator franchise back in theaters since The Predator in 2018, which was a very abysmal Predator film in many fans' eyes, and I agree, it's really abysmal film to say the least. And my favorite, by the way, is Predators from 2010, and even though it's got weak characters, I like the concept and the action of this movie a lot. But right now, past 2020, the Predator franchise just tips the scale with Prey and Killers of Killer, and you have this very special film director who's doing a great, awesome job building the foundation will of this series. But before we talk about this guy, I do want to talk about my reaction. I came into this movie just wondering how would it deliver, and I've been hearing great things on it, and I'm happy to say it delivers. It puts a smile on my face leaving the theater. Super satisfied and had an awesome time with a Predator film. This franchise has never been back any closer but Dan Trachtenberg himself, who is building great will with this franchise. And the man you see on here is D&D Dan Trachtenberg, and doing a great job. He's building great will with Prey, excellent film. I got to see that last week, and Killers of Killer, which was on Hulu this past June. And I love the anthology story coming together, and it's also bringing the lore connections that also establishes more to the Predator universe. And now we are going to see something very beyond different, which I actually liked more than I anticipated, is seeing a protagonist Predator this time around, following Dak, who is on a quest to gaining a trophy bounty to prove himself worthy to the clan. And I gotta say, this story keeps on its pace, very good. And granted, he's never ridden any screens with the Predator franchise from 2022 to now, but he's doing a great job coming up with the story phase and concept of the story of the franchise. And it's building off greatly. So he's 3 for 3 right now with this film. And it just kicks ass. It's badass. Badlands is just proving why Trachtenberg is going to get the keys to the universe sooner rather than later, and keep building more to the franchise, and hopefully even bring a crossover between the Predator and Alien, or I mean Alien versus Predator, because I could see this ever happening at this point, and it's going to be super awesome to say the least if it's so true. But Trachtenberg just proves he's the man of the job and a Predator franchise fan for a long time coming. The visual effects in this movie are super outstanding. It is gorgeous to watch. It's a full-on spectacle, and on top of that, the action is so good. The action cinematography with this movie is just pure fun, and the creatures in this movie throughout the film is fun to watch and fight to engage. It's just wall bouncing badass, to say the least. Trachtenberg just happens to completely give us a full scope of the movie with just pure VFX CGI all around, from the creatures to the gore. And even surprisingly, it's crazy that it's PG-13, and even weeks before it got rated, I figured it would get a PG-13 rating, which is because there's barely less humans in this movie. It's all androids and creatures, which it does make sense. If there's no red blood at some rate or some capacity, and it's only just green gore or any kind of gore that's not red, it makes sense it's PG-13 because it's not hideous to look at in most other gore colors, but it happens to be just fun to watch. Badlands is just the only Predator franchise that's been PG-13 for the first time, and it just works a lot than I thought. It just was so good to seeing all this action into the screen that Trachtenberg was able to pull this off through. The casting is not huge, but I will bring up one obvious particular one is Elle Fanning. And by the way, coming off from Death Stranding 2, one of my favorite games of the year, she was also fantastic in that game. I recommend you guys check it out. But going to this movie, though, I was not excited to see Elle Fanning is because she's playing one of those edgy comedic-like characters that we've seen from the trailer that really was off-putting, and in my opinion, I thought she was going to be the weakest part of the movie. But through categorization of the writing, it turned out to be better than I expected. But weeks before then, I find out she's playing two characters as dual roles, which is funny. We're getting a lot of dual roles throughout the year of 2025. Crazy to think about. But she plays both opposing sisters, Thea and Tessa. But just to go to Thea, I thought she's going to be the weakest part, and I thought seeing through this movie, it'll be just sort of cringe going to this movie with the script of that character. But through characterization, she really got better and she grew very well. So surprisingly, it got me impressed to actually sit through this movie and really enjoyed her stuff in this movie. But playing Tessa, she's a whole different level, and I thought she's great in that character. But overall, the character is pretty good, and Thea and Dak with the characterization, the dynamic duos in this movie, I thought their relationships grew really good and really better. The characters in the movie is nothing crazy, and the casting as well. But also Dak as a protagonist, I thought he was really great, and his characterization has grown so efficiently. But honestly, Elle Fanning was the negative. I thought I was going to this movie pretty bad, but it was serviceable enough that through the characterization and writing, it really got better. Trachtenberg is 3 for 3 with the Predator franchise, and he's done a great job. He delivers a nonstop action thrill ride overall to Predator Badlands. Just an amazing work of vision, and making the Predator a protagonist this time around really works all across the board. The action slaps, the VFX is amazing, the spectacle and the cinematography and the action was pure fun to watch. The characterization surprisingly really worked with Elle Fanning, and it really worked for the most of it. The Predator franchise is just once again never been back more than ever with Trachtenberg. Give this guy the key to the franchise, and he'll just keep on cooking and delivering what fans would love to see come back for. I'll be giving Predator Badlands an 8.5 and 4 stars. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more movie review content, and be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this review, and share your thought down below in the comment section on what do you think of Predator Badlands, and are you a Predator franchise fan? Most importantly, I want you last. One of you guys stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for the video, guys. God bless. Peace.